Hey, what's up guys? Gnarly here, back again with another influence video. This last week has been an incredibly exciting week in influence. Last Sunday, the Populate the Belt Sale sold out in just over 4 hours. It was one of the smoothest NFT drops I've been a part of. In this video, I'm going to provide you with a brief sale recap and then also go into detail on the secondary market and how it has changed since the last sale. So what I'm showing you right now are some statistics about the sale. In total, about 9,300 asteroids were purchased. And in Ether, that was almost 1,500 ETH was raised from the sale and the pre-sale combined. So I broke out my calculator just to show you how much this was, and it was a lot of money that was raised in this sale. So assuming about 3,400 US dollars per ETH, it equals just about $5 million that were raised in this sale. And that includes over 2,000 unique holders. And with all the changes to this sale compared to the last one, the difference in the specialists versus the citizens, it's really shaken up the secondary market and how to navigate it. So that's what I'm going to show you right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up OpenSea and look at both asteroids and crew members and show you guys what I look for when navigating the market. A lot has changed since the last sale, since my last video. It's become a lot more complicated, and just an FYI, this is not a market for flippers. This is a complex game, and that's why I think we're seeing some of the prices that we are right now. Alright, so here I have the Influence Asteroid pulled up on OpenSea. If you remember from my last video and you see this floor price, you may be freaking out right now because in the last video I think it was around 0.5 and now it's all the way down to 0.02. Is the sky falling? What's happening? What's going on? That's what I'm going to explain to you right now. Explain some of the market inefficiencies, show you some of the people who have exploited them, some of the great deals that are available right now, and why I think that people are selling for so low. So to start, what you want to see right now is this can mint crew function. A lot of these asteroids at the floor price have either already had their citizen or specialist minted. So we click that filter and you can see those are the cheapest asteroids available. This is cheaper than they were during the sale. This is cheaper than they're going to be during the next sale. So for people who are still looking to buy in, these are some pretty good deals. And you can see right here that some of these people are selling for a loss. That's because they may have bought with the citizen crew members still available and are trying to just liquidate. Why? You're purchasing land in a play to earn game. I don't know. They may have just bought in and didn't realize what they were buying into and get caught up in the floor price. And so that's why I think that people are looking just at the floor price right now. That's why I think there are so many great deals. There were a couple of great deals today that I'm going to show you. For example, let's see here. So just earlier today, this small was sold for 0.04. This medium asteroid was sold for 0.02. And medium start at least at 0.2. So this is already a 10-time loss. And even this whopping medium at 0.04 is over a 10-time loss these people are selling for. Why they're selling for these losses, do they fat finger? I don't know. I think, again, that it's just because it's a complicated market, a complicated game. If you see the floor price, then you get a little scared. But when you can see the size of this asteroid, this should not be selling for this low. This was an amazing deal that I wish that I had bought. And so in my last video about navigating secondary, I talked about how the most important things are size, and then I look at rarity, and then also the ability to mint crew members. And so first and foremost, now you want to make sure that you're getting what you want. Like if you want to mint a crew member or if you just want land. So I'm going to toggle this citizen on, and you can see how the price has changed. The floor is about 0.1 for the smallest that can mint citizen. So there's already that pretty big price jump. And then I'll just show you for the specialists again. Again, it's even greater than what we saw in my last video. So just by looking at the floor price, you do not need to necessarily panic. So similar to my last video, The things that I still look at when purchasing asteroids on secondary, first and foremost, is size, and then get into the rarity aspect, the location, and stuff like that. But right now, these are all great deals that I believe I'm eyeing secondary daily to see if any of those bigger deals, such as those mediums, fall to me. And so you can already see a 77 kilometer squared asteroid. This is kind of one of the bigger ones that I've seen so far, selling for 0.035, which is probably about half of the price that it was in game, and then half that it's going to be during the next sale. So these are cheaper asteroids that you can purchase this on secondary right now than you're going to get in the next sale in the game, and that these are all guaranteed uncommon. During the next sale, there's going to be some common asteroids, and so these are already going to be at least the top 50% rarity in the game. And so now that we talked about asteroids for a little bit, I'm going to transition to crew members. So when I'm looking at crew members, I always make sure I have this tier list pulled up, because this helps me determine what tier each crew member is at and the rarity associated with each tier. So when I'm browsing secondary, I always have this pulled up to see if I can spot any tier 2s that I may not have memorized just yet. And so what I have on the left is the influence crew pulled up on OpenSea. Already just about 60% of crew have been minted so far. So just over 6,000 out of the 11,100 crew, RVAD crew that are ever going to be minted. And in terms of rarity, miners are the most common, followed by engineers, merchants, scientists, and then the rarest are pilots. And then there are different distinctions between RVAD specialists and citizens. I'm going to go into that in another video that discusses crew members in further detail. And so in this video, I'm just going to be looking at crew specifically on secondary. So you can already see that the floor right now is just for your tier 4 miner. We can see that it's a tier 4 miner line cook right here. And so what you can do on OpenSea is you can filter by the different classes. You can already see the kind of differences in rarity associated. And then you can also filter by the different collections as well. And what I do when I'm browsing through is I'm specifically looking for, did anyone list a tier 3 or tier 2 super low? Is there an engineer, like right here, an engineer under 0.04? That might be a potential snag. So I just keep browsing around to see if any specific deals. And then so here, for example, is a tier 3 miner electrician at 0.04. That may be something to consider. But like I said previously, this game is complicated, so it's a buyer's market right now. And so you can kind of wait these people who are looking to liquidate a little quicker out, maybe just a little longer. And if you're invested in the game long term, I wouldn't necessarily be worried about the floor price right now, because today we had some really exciting sales. And so one of the biggest buys, I believe the biggest purchase so far, was this RVAD specialist for 8.8 ETH by Sherdaxi, who owns a ton of asteroids. This is a long-term investment for them in game. I believe right now there are only 3 justices in game, and that's a tier 1 management, which if you listen to the last Rock Talk, that's going to provide a tremendous amount of in-game boost, along with being one of the rarest classes. So you can already see that people are investing in crew long term, which is another reason not necessarily to be concerned with the floor price right now, and just to be on the lookout for these deals. And so when you filter by specialists, you can already see the lowest price is a lot higher, because these are going to be much rarer in game and provide a little bit different in terms of the boost. They're going to have a higher base boost, and then when we get to discovery, they're going to be able to level up the tech tree just a little bit faster than the citizens. And so that's one reason for the price differential between the two. So thank you all for watching. Personally, I'm incredibly bullish about these crew members long term. I can't believe that people are selling so low. There's only going to be 11,100 crew members in game that are from the RVAD that come with these specific boosts in game. This is going to provide a tremendous amount of utility long term, especially partnered with the fact that you're going to be able to play with 5 crew members at a time. So the supply is already a little bit more constrained than the total supply out there today. And so in this video, I talked about navigating the secondary market and also provided a quick sale recap. I really believe that there's a lot of deals out there today, and I'm browsing every day to see what may fall to me, what amazing deal could be out there. A lot of community members who are invested in the game are really snagging these great deals, so I encourage you all to just continue to browse the marketplace. Don't overextend yourselves, but you may be able to snag something really great that someone else may not realize that they sold so low for. And I think when this game is playable in a few months and over the next few years, that they're really going to regret selling so low. And so thank you all for watching. I encourage you all to like and subscribe. Again, I'm Gnarly Narwhal, and I will see you in the belt.